So, popular streamer and former friend of the singer David, JasonTheWeen, is under fire for being a racist chud, at least according to the allegations, based on a new video that emerged which sounds like him saying the N-word. Now,
that's on the game? No, I didn't say stop. Don't you dare.
Now, Jason claims, Drew called me a LARPer and I stuttered, "You don't even know S-word neither." Which, again, neither sounds a bit different than the word Jason said, saying your whole account is hate farming streamers. I hate Twitter. Now, it actually gets worse because JasonTheWeen, or according to JasonTheWeen, possibly his team, has begun copyright striking or DMCA claiming people posting this clip because I guess, he doesn't want this controversy to get out there, which makes it look much worse. Again, if you didn't say the word, you kind of just have to say, hey guys, I didn't say it. Like, it sounded like it. Sorry about that. Oopsies, right? But the fact that, you didn't say it, you're also, taking down content or telling your team to take down content that pictures it as if you are, claiming you can tell Jason grew up around Mexicans the way it came out so smooth. The way that JasonTheWeen said the word, I will censor it because I don't want to get a strike. He said it with, the A at the end, not the hard R. He said it with the A at the end, which wouldn't really make sense if he said neither.
No shit. No.
Now, JasonTheWeen ended up having a stream where people in the comments were asking him about the DMCA situation, and this was his response.
DMCA? Bro, how do I tell y'all? I don't DMCA nothing. I don't DMCA nothing, bro. I don't know how to do that shit. I don't DMCA anything. I swear to God.
Which isn't technically a lie. He is claiming that he doesn't DMCA people. Again, that doesn't mean his team is not DMCAing people for him on his behalf, or maybe they're just doing it because it makes him look bad as a brand. Whenever clips of him, being associated with David and whatnot were being posted online, this was also happening. His team was taking down some of these clips. The intro clip I used for this video, I had to dig around through Twitter because it's actually pretty difficult to find clips because a lot of them have been taken down due to DMCA claims. So it would not surprise me if that's what he did to try to hide from criticism, which again is weird. When you're this large of a creator and this successful, you should just kind of take things on the chin. Of course, not horrific allegations that are gonna ruin your career, but something as simple as a slip up, or if you're friends with someone you didn't know was an evil, horrible person, it's not a good look to try to hide evidence of these mishaps happening, right? Now, NMP, who is another popular streamer, ended up going on to basically defend JasonTheWeen. Hypothetically, if he did say the N-word, it doesn't make him racist, and he knows that Jason is not racist, right? And he's trying to say there are actual racist people out there.
By the way, did Jason say it or no, guys?
Smiling face with hearts.
I'm not doing another did the dog get shocked sort of thing. Did he say it or no? He did. I got a hot take. I couldn't care less if he said it or not. Does that make me a bad black person? Now, everyone getting all up in arms about it, that is annoying. Who cares? JasonTheWeen isn't a racist. He's just not a racist person. There's actual racists out there who don't say the N-word but are racist.
But I think the real concern people have is JasonTheWeen is someone who is so pearl clutchy. He's the first person to run to the internet to try to shout from the high heavens, cause drama. Again, friends with a literal person who ended the life of a young person, and also now just lets the N-word slip. I think it sounded like the N-word with the A at the end. Everyone else and their mom heard the N-word with the A at the end. And I don't think anyone would really care. It's just one thing that'd be like, oh, he's Asian and he said the N-word. That's weird. That shouldn't have happened. But the fact that he'd be so quick to cancel someone out for doing the exact same thing is what makes it funny, is what makes it drama.
I'm aware of the thing yesterday. Not aware. Obviously, I'm aware. Obviously, some conversations had to be had because I'm obviously not comfortable with that. You know what I mean? I feel like
W Fed says, Sinner. That's what we do. I bet. Yo, Emerald, what you did wasn't cool. What you said with Asmongold wasn't cool.
Now, of course, that whole Emaru and Asmongold situation just made this whole thing funnier because the irony of literally accidentally letting the N-word slip a day after pearl clutching about Emaru and Asmongold doing it, and it's not cool that they did. Like, I've covered that situation, and you can argue that, like, yeah, Emaru kind of laughing at the fact that Asmongold was joking about the N-word and how someone would like keep changing their username to the N-word to try to get around Kick's filters and whatnot was like cringy. It's just like a funny situation, right? Emaru's fans are obviously still butthurt about that, but normal people don't really care, and once that context was added, they don't care. But this caused Asmongold to also address the now JasonTheWeen situation, rightfully so. If you want to try to farm Emaru and Asmon for drama, it's only fair that you now be farmed.
Isn't it crazy, by the way? I was talking about somebody else saying it. People got mad at me, and now we get somebody that actually says it. Allegedly. I think he said it. I do. I think he said it for sure. I don't think that somebody that says, you know, like, I don't think it's like really a big deal. Like, I don't think he's like a bad person or something like that. Like, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I think that everybody knows I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I find it to be funny, especially in the context, right? And I find it to be very, very funny. It's one thing for me to be right. It's another thing for me to be right in less than 24 hours. Well. I mean, like, I didn't expect, like, Jason, thank you. I want to say I appreciate this. Like, this is, everybody was mad at me for something I didn't even fucking do. That's crazy. Just own it. Jason, yeah, see, look, see, this is, see, you thought you were being cute. You thought you were being funny, and it was funny, to be fair. It was funny that you were laughing and grave dancing on this Saikuno guy, and it was really funny. I watched your video with Ron, and y'all were really funny. But this is funny, too. Let this be a lesson. Whenever you get involved in drama, and whenever you get involved in talking shit and getting into it, sometimes you're the farmer and sometimes you're the crop. And the harder that you try to hide and the more that you try to avoid people talking about you, the worse it's going to be.
Sometimes you're the farmer and sometimes you're the crop. Put that on Asmongold's tombstone because it's accurate towards every drama. One day my time will come where I have 50 videos about how I accidentally said a word or something like that, and you know, I await that day with anticipation. Either way, I want to know what you guys think about this situation. A few more other creators, you know, like XQC and whatnot chimed in, but for the most part, everyone kind of was like, just admit it. Like, if you accidentally let it slip, accidents happen, but to then try to take advantage of, you know, the copyright system and take away people's tweets and whatnot for calling you out and just saying how it's funny that you did this or that, or you're a hypocrite or this or that. Yeah, it just makes you look really stupid and weak. I don't know much about this JasonTheWeen guy, but apparently I know he makes fun of people, but then when they make fun of him, he cries about it and has his team copyright strike people. So he seems like a bit of a punk. I want to know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Bye.